feeling LECA, guys. You want to know why? Keep watching. Hi everyone, it's Forsythia with CactiOnWhite, and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, I am glad you found me, and I hope you stick around, so hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Today, as you heard me say, I want to talk about LECA and why I'm not feeling LECA, okay? So, a couple of weeks ago now, I picked up these rare tropicals. This is a Philodendron esmeraldense. This is an Anthurium warocqueanum, and this is an Anthurium magnificum. And I picked these up a few weeks ago, like I said, at I didn't say this part, but at a pop-up, an Ecuagenera Pop-Up at North Haven Gardens here in Dallas. So I've had these. Well, let me give you a little background. When I brought them home, I put them in water. So they've been in water, or they were in water for probably 3 weeks, I want to say. What do you think, Tori? About 3? Tori's nodding, yeah. So drop a comment down below. Drop a cacti emoji for Tori, who's filming me today. But anyway, yeah, so these were in water for about 3 weeks. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to put them, plant them up in soil, or a soil mix, an aeroid mix, or if I wanted to put them in LECA. So I've used LECA in the past, maybe a handful of times. I probably want to say about 3 times for some plants. And it's just, I thought, from the research I did, that they would probably do better, I thought, in LECA. So after about 3.5 weeks, I transferred them to LECA. And yeah, not really liking it. And I'll tell you why, actually. Although LECA is, easy, or considered easy, an easy medium and way to grow your plants, I actually find it not so easy, because it requires more work, in my opinion, because the majority of my plants are in soil. 99.9% are in soil, right? And the bulk of my collection is cacti and succulents. So they're in a very fast draining mix. But I do have, and my house plants and tropicals and, other plants that part of my collection has grown over the last couple of years. So just to help with maintenance of plants, and I definitely want to make sure these live. These were kind of pricey, so I thought I'm going to give LECA a try. So again, I dropped these in LECA, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. I did some research. Obviously, I know these are, little clay balls. There's no nutrients here to be found. So because these plants are in LECA, you have to provide the nutrients. So that can get really expensive. I did the research and was about to do an order through Amazon to order the different types of nutrients that I need for these plants. And I just couldn't hit the submit button, because I was battling do I want to keep these plants in LECA? Do I want to do this? Do I want to have to, treat these give these minerals when, it just became, it's just like a separate society within my collection that it not a lot of work, but out of the norm. Like, I do my watering schedule, and now I have to, mix and check pH up and pH down and all these things. And, that's another expense to have to order these nutrients for the plants. And I just made a decision that I'm going to move them out of LECA today. And one of the other reasons too, I noticed they've been actually doing pretty good in the LECA, but I've noticed a couple of them have, like, I don't know if it's mold, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of fuzz that's developing on the roots. So Tori, if you can come closer, I can show them what I'm talking about here. Just kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see, guys. There's a little, there's a good shot of it. What is that and why? Here as well, this started about a week ago. So they sit under a grow light that's on several hours a day. And I don't know if that's good that's happening or bad. But I'm gonna guess that it's probably not good. I don't know. So they all have it. So I'm a little concerned about that, if that's good or bad. And I think these dark roots were, soil roots. And it did, while they were in water, they did develop water roots. So I'm hoping they survive this transition back out of, this medium into now back into soil. So we're gonna give it a shot. I've had these are some self-watering containers that I've had for probably a year at least, maybe more. And they're by Mosaic. So I have the slender ones. It's a set of 2 here. These are called, I don't know, they just say set of 2 curve high 13. But then I have these by the same company. I took the label off, but here's the label, and Tori can kind of come closer, you guys can see. I have these. These are the Mosaic, what does it say there? Quadro 17. And as you can see, these are self-watering planters as well. And they have, the built-in drainage there. You just sit it down in here, and then you can control the water if you want water to be able to release out the bottom there. So I'm gonna put a layer of LECA in the bottom of this, just a layer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and repot these into a mix that I have here, a chunky mix, and it's right, it's right here. And I'll show you that. And Tori, if you can come in, they can see this. So here's my mix, and I'm just going to transfer these guys into these planters. Okay, guys, I have removed them from the LECA out of the glass, and I have rinsed their roots, and I did a little trimming as well. The roots look really, really good. And actually, the plants were doing okay in the LECA, but I wasn't sure if that would continue. I felt like they were going to take a turn for the worse, because I haven't even given them any nutrients since they've been in, like I said, they've been in water, then they've been in LECA. It's been over a month. They've got no nutrients. I don't think that's good. That's a problem. They needed to be moved out of it. Okay? So, anyway, so I have put a layer. Tori, come close and show them. A layer of LECA in each of the planters. And again, these are Mosaic. I got them from TJ Maxx probably 2 years ago. These large ones were $7.99 each. These came in a set of 2, and I bought several sets. And I have orchids in some of the other ones, but the set of 2 was $9.99. And again, I think these will work great. So let's go ahead and get this potted up, these plants. And again, this one has a new growth point that has started to develop. It looks a little yellow though, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But again, they're doing pretty good. This is a newer, which one is it? This is a newer leaf here that is hardening off. So I'm hopeful. So let me know if you've experienced this and a transition like this, and how your plants did in the transition. I'll be the first to tell you, I am not an aroid expert. I'm not a houseplant expert at all. Not my specialty, but I do appreciate them, and I'm learning. So let's learn together. Share down in the comments your experience with LECA, and also if you've done a transition like I'm doing. So that'll help us all out. So I got my mix in here. You can see that. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Kind of spread the roots out here. And Tori, I don't know if you can get a close up or not. If not, don't worry about it. It's hard to do this with the way I'm doing it for sure. So I'm just gonna drop this mix around. I think this will be good for them. I'm hopeful. And yeah, and they'll just be, you know, I'll put them on the schedule with my other plants and just go from there. You know, I tried, I thought it would be good for them, but it's not them, it's me. It's not them, it's me. I just can't maintain this. I can't sustain that environment for them. And, you know, and if I feel they'll thrive better in my care in a mix versus LECA, or definitely couldn't leave them in water indefinitely. So I have perlite in my mix. I also have some, okay, we got the one that fell off the island. It's doing okay. We didn't have to do any resuscitation or anything. Nothing broke. It's looking good. Gia checked it out and she said it was fine. So we are back at it. I finished this one up so you guys can see this one. Looks really good in the mix. I'm gonna water these in really, really well. So now I'm working on the Anthurium magnificum right now. And it's got one leaf here. You can see this leaf that's trying to yellow. And it was actually like that when I got it. So I actually had anticipated that that leaf would be gone by now. But it's hanging on, and I'm gonna leave it on there unless it gets, you know, considerably worse, then I'll take it off. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. You know, and Anthuriums like their roots to be a little high. I know I have several Anthuriums in my collection, and a lot of the roots sit up out of the soil. So it's actually okay to do that. But yeah, now it's balanced and I can actually really get a big scoop of this. So let me do this. How are you guys doing today? How's your week going? My week is very busy with work. So I've been meaning to do this for actually a few days now, maybe even a week or two. But I've been under the weather, as you guys, some of you may know from previous videos and posts. But I'm feeling really, really good these days. Probably 95% back to my normal self. So I am excited about that. And so now I can take care of some tasks that I've been needing to do and could not do. So very, very excited about that. So I'm just positioning this guy in here. Looks really, really good. And these planters are a nice size. So I think they'll be able to, these two at least, will be able to stay in these planters for a little bit. Oops. Okay. So this one's done. So what I was saying, I don't think I finished, but this mix is, it's very, very chunky, okay? I got all kind of bark and it's got pumice in it, big chunks of pumice. I added some worm castings. I have some osmocote in it. There's a lot in this mix. So some little bark, some big bark. So yeah, I think it'll be great for this plant. Okay, so that one's done. And I think they look really good. What do you think, Tori?
They look good.
Okay. So now I'm gonna do this last one here. And it's a little guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, I don't have more than 2 of these. So I'm kind of forced to use this one. I had a different one, but it wasn't from the same line of planters. So for consistency, even though it's not the same, it's not the same size, not the same style, but it's by the same company, the Mosaic brand. So I'm gonna put this in here. And then this one looks so good, but it's just a little bit of, on the tip, a little bit of brown, but that's okay. Okay, so position this. And like I said, the roots look good. I did a little trimming on this one, I think. So I don't know if you can see, if you guys saw Tori. If you saw Gia, my granddog, she is hanging out as usual. She loves the videos. I messed this up. She loves the videos. A little bit too much. And she's been in the background. Now she's with Tori. So I'm gonna turn this like this. I'm looking at the name, so I wanna I'm kind of anal retentive. Like this is lined up. I like the name to be aligned if possible. So sometimes I don't always do it and I get annoyed later. So hopefully I got this one good. So let's get this one filled up. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week and a good new year thus far. Hope so. Hope your new year is going well. Okay, yep. Almost done here. Let's see, a little awkward, but yeah, making a mess as I normally do. So does that look straight to her?
Yeah.
On the pointer? A little bit more. This is so therapeutic. I've missed this. I'm ready for spring. How about you guys? Let's just skip winter. I'm ready for spring. I have all my bulbs planted. But by bulbs, I mean all my tulips. I have 60 tulips. And I had a couple of bags remaining that I forgot about in the back of my refrigerator that I planted today. A little late, so hopefully they sprout. But yeah, I got tulip pots all over the yard. So yeah, here we go. Done. How's that look? I think it looks good. Gia, how does this look? Come look. How does that look? No? You like it? Look. I think she nodded yeah. We're gonna go with that. So guys, yeah, I'm done here. Put that down. And I think they look really, really good. I'll put this in the middle. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Again, tell me your experience with LECA. Was it what's the middle? Yeah, that's the middle. So I'm gonna give up on LECA, just not for me. You know, we all have our preferences. I'm gonna stick to soil. Maybe I'll look at LECA later, but I just don't want to be responsible for the minerals, okay? I'm okay with fertilizing and watering, okay, and repotting, but I don't want to be responsible for nutrients like that on the regular basis. So that's why I think LECA isn't for me, and I think these plants would have taken a turn for the worse because they were in LECA under my care. Not to say they won't now, since they've been repotted. They've been moved from, again, water to LECA, now to a mix. So fingers crossed, hands and head to the sky, whatever. You know, positive vibes for my babes, okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out. If you guys haven't done so, again, consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to follow me on social media and other areas. CactiOnWhite on Instagram, CactiOnWhite on Twitter, and please go to my website, CactiOnWhite.com, and subscribe there. Big things coming this year. I hope, again, you guys are having a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, guys. Got them all cleaned up, potted up and cleaned up. Got them watered in really nicely. And I have water in the reservoirs. So yeah, looking really, really nice. Show you guys the back. Very nice.